That's a weird old route to my own city, but this is the Sancor route, so Sancor it we shall. Repeatedly. Perfect. That's absolutely a fantastic wonder. and I always think that every time. 24 cities, by the way. I'm kind of like I'm sticking with this for now. This is fine. Oh, did the procedures go up? Oh, it did. Oh no. Okay, right. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. What does that mean? Is that permanent flooding? Yeah, lowland tiles flood at 1 or below. Oh dear. Okay, that's quite a lot of my capital permanently flooded. Oh no. Okay, right. Well, that's intriguing. In fact, that's a lot of my empire permanently flooded. If it's happened to me, it's happened to everyone else as well. But that's not good for my capital. Oh, okay. Now I've got rifling. Computers, we are going to have to beeline you. Banking, scientific theory, that's all good. Flight, we need to boost. Radio, own 2 privateers. Natural history as well we can do. Blimey, that's taken a huge chunk from my production. That's horrendous. Like, no one will have survived that. Yeah, look at that. Oh no, that dam is underwater, so that's just what it was before. Where's the coastal lowland one? Yeah, look at that, all flooded. Oh dear. I guess the good thing about the world flooding is that all my lakes will connect up with each other, so that's, I guess, a good thing. It's just a shame that I can't stop it, you know? Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm a moron. I'm a moron. Oh, I can rush canals with builders, of course I can. Oh dear. I had it in my head that it was a military engineer thing because that's what it is for everyone else, and I totally forgot. Hey, look, it's a good thing in the sense that now we've remembered. Now we've remembered we can use it properly, so let's go and rush these canals. But like, oh my goodness, what a numpty. In fact, every city that is getting a canal sorted, get the builder in first. There's no point just hard building the canal. You might as well rush it through the builder. It's worth it in most situations. I know it increases the cost of builders overall, but generally speaking, I'll get it done a lot quicker. And really getting those canals sorted is kind of the priority for me right now. Oh, that's so much quicker. Hey, we figured it. We figured it. You know, you make mistakes. The whole point of Civ. We figured it out and we went, sure, how do we fix this? Also, Santa Cruz is now making an armada out of galleys. It's a galley armada, everyone. Ah, you're welcome. Line inventory, done. And then a ranger, done. Okay, so that's 2 more checked off my list. Line inventory and ranger. So next up we've got to go spec ops, inventory, helicopter, tank, machine gun, artillery, anti-tank crew. Those are the next ones. Sounds all quite modern, doesn't it? So it's got to mean we're doing something right. Oh, and look, Paris is starting to fall now. If we can pick up Paris from loyalty, oh yes, that would be a good thing. I can't believe I forgot about the builder thing. Oh, it's the whole point of playing the Aztecs, Legend of the Five Suns. I just, for whatever reason, I always have it that it's specialty districts, not green districts, because you know, they're dams. Like, why would you rush it with a builder? But it makes perfect sense. When you think about it, it's so logical. You have to do it. Oh man, what a way to kick me while I'm down. It just sabotaged my industrial zone. Ah, I'm really glad I took the advice and I've got my spy doing offensive missions to level up whilst my capital is undefended. Yay! Oh, I'm just going to wind people up. Weirdly, I actually can't rescue it because I believe that is flooded land still. So I think it sabotaged, but didn't do anything. Cool. Well, there you go. In fact, oh no, actually, no, I'm reading the city wrong. It was this one. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll forgive you, audience, for not being wrong this time. But I'm watching. I am ready for you to slip up. So ready. As we stock up on more luxuries from the market, we really have hit the point where our cities are very unhappy. We're dipping now into displease, so perhaps we expanded maybe a couple cities too much, but that's okay. Now that we have, where is it, natural history, we should be building more districts, putting those zoos down, and getting ourselves happy again. 'Tis the only way. So finding tiles like this one, that I can't put my unique improvement on, and going, whoop, water parks. Water parks have a range of 9 tiles once you put all the buildings in them, which is pretty cool. It's 8 cities. 8. Lovely. What is in a turn? 177 tribal hut. 20 faith. Yay! That's 5% of my per turn yield. Woo! Actually, thinking about it, I'm just going to get James What in order to rush him through, and then Lovelace. She's good. She rushes computers. Actually, that's pretty useful. I need 2 privateers as well. So I think I'm actually going to just treat myself to 2 privateers quickly. It feels like a lot of money to spend, but right now, seawalls are the most important thing that I can get. Look at that. They're now on the same tile, getting very confused about life. There we go. The agent stole 832 gold. He did it. He's achieved. He's achieved. What's the promotion? Oh, there we go. Quartermaster. Okay, right, fine. Now I'll bring him back. This is proving disappointingly effective so far. Not happy. Am I always happy for the audience when they're right on something? No. No, Ursa is spiteful. Is spiteful and old and unhappy about everything that involves change or learning. Blech. In my day, spies used to be small enough to fit inside bottles, and you used to use them in home territory before you sent them abroad. Ah, days were simple then. Much more simple. Thing is, I'm actually filming this before 7 in the morning, and that accent is far easier to do at this time than it is any other time. So I'll take it, it's fine. Jim's what? Right, now, where was the most recent industrial zone I built? Over here, that's got a workshop in it. I feel like I've got at least a couple that I haven't put anything in yet. What's that one? Yeah, oh there we go. Right, this one down here hasn't even got a factory. It's not even a factory. Please, sir, can I have a factory? I'd love to. Oi, crabs, get out of here. I'm gonna harvest them so I can put my little floaty boaties. The answer to the question, how much of your gold are you spending on lake tiles compared to everything else, shouldn't be yes, but it is, because that's literally all I'm doing with my gold at the moment, and it is great. It is satisfying. I'm slowly fleshing out my empire. Slowly getting faster when I like to count it. Every time I play a vampire game, I end up watching that video again. What a game. What a video. What an experience. A water park down, capital. Do it. Almost at flight. Good. We've got radio boosted, electricity boosted, and computers is on the way as soon as Lovelace graces us with her presence. Her beautiful presence. In fact, actually, get invention back in. That's more important right now than the actual science output. More important by a long way. Okay, back to the capital. 2 turns. Take a plane, take a boat, whatever it is. It's fine. I've got another spy capacity. I'm actually keeping an eye out for this stuff at the moment. I'm genuinely building spies. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? What went through last time? I think it was religious. I don't remember at all, and it was 100% more grievances. Who got this? Oh my god. It's like I filmed the first half of this game yesterday and I've totally forgotten. Who on earth was it? Who's hated by everyone? I'm going to vote France again on 50% so that I can declare on them and nobody cares. That's my goal. We'll see if that works, eh? Let's have a look. Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh.
If you can walk away from it.
Right, we're in the modern era as well, which is cool, but diplomacy-wise, that was a couple points for us. We are now on 4 points, which surprisingly is in 8th position. That's crazy. Australia are still 2 techs ahead of us. Have they put down a spaceport yet? No, they have not. No, they have not. So we are not doing too badly at all, actually. That's fine. Oh, all my alliances expired again. Oh, yay. We love it when this happens. We love it indeed. Korea have no gold. Oh dear. I've been having one of those games where I think I've been draining the entire market of all of their economy, just selling all of my drivel to them continually. So the test is, this is a privateer that's in my capital. If I select on a lake like over here, you see I can get to them. So slowly I'm being able to navigate through my cities. However, oh look, this is quite far. This is quite far. Look at that. Oh yes. The canals are starting. This is the point of the game. Normally, I'm completely railway focused, but today I hope you can understand if I go canal focused. Not that I'm looking to only get canals, I will try and get military engineers as well, because I love them. I love them dearly. Uh-oh, another eruption. Where's this one? Over there. That was 2 population lost. Oh, and it removed my improvement as well. The animations for volcanoes have turned off again. That's a common visual bug I see. I'm not entirely sure what causes it. Very odd. Where do I want the spy? I kind of want him near my capital and on the industrial zone. I think that's next to as many districts as I can put him. Actually, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Let's go city centre then. I always feel like I try and put them in city centre if I can. Appease the gods, it's finally time. It's finally time. Okay, right, now this is where I've been saving up a bunch of units to do this with. First of all, we have got the pike and shot. That's dead. We've now also got the musketman. Lovely. And then finally, get out of here, military engineer. I know you're trying to build a railway, but right now I'm trying to kill my own units, okay? There we go, and a bombard. So, that was a musket. Lovely. A bombard. Where are you? Over here. A pike and shot. Lovely stuff. I don't think I've been unlocking anything at the top of the tree, have I? No, I have not. That's fine. That's fine. Good. Good. Perfect. We've got a cavalry stood here. We've got a field cannon. We have a ranger, a cuirassier, a line infantry. Goodness me, there's going to be a lot of death. A lot of death. Oh, this is always fun when this happens. My capital is on -1 amenities, but look, it's got 0 luxury coming in, so anything I build in the water park stays here now. Bam! The city's now happy. Good. Oh, that's helpful. I love it when we get to that stage. It's a really nice stage. There is Ada Lovelace. Okay, so that will boost through computers for me. We're on electricity, almost on computers. Good. Who's up next? Eiffel. Ooh. Ooh, I like Eiffel. He's really cool. He gives me all the things I need. Providing, of course, that thing is building wonders. I don't think he does anything else. He's, yeah, maybe not all the things I need. Oh, dear. Still, though, I am still building my amazing district. Hang on, if I search for it, how many have I built of these things now? Let's have a look. 126. Ah, yes. In fact, actually, that's quite satisfying. So much food. What a map. What a map. You've got to try this. And you know where you can try this from? That's right, it's Discord. Come to Discord, and I can sing songs at you. That's what it's for. That's the whole point of that. Alright, so first off we've got the cavalry, then we have the ranger, and then we have the cuirassier. Okay, cavalry, there's the ranger, there's the cavalry. Okay, cool, right. Next up we've got spec ops. Line infantry we've built, helicopter, tank, field cannon we've built, artillery, and tank crew. Getting there. We're getting there, everyone. Oh, we will sacrifice our entire population if we have to. If we have to please the old gods in this way, we will. We will. I love the time when your scouts become obsolete almost instantaneously. He just found a barbarian and got killed in the same turn. Oh dear. Sleep well, poor scout. You did well. You did well. Oh, colonial taxes. Why was I not using that? 55 production, 34 gold per turn. Yes. So many of my cities are on different continents. It's satisfyingly awesome. Good, 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 good. Now, this city-state, France keeps stealing, but I really want it because it gives me extra culture for every great person I've earned, and I've earned pretty much every single engineer. That's a lot. So I should get pretty close to the full 30% on that one. There's the field cannon, and there is the line infantry. Perfect. So line infantry is done. Field cannon is done. Goodness me, this is far too organised. I'm not enjoying this level of organisation. I love the chaos normally. It's the chaos that gets me through. Do I want to put another district down in my capital? I mean, yes, probably. I've got a commercial hub I can still build here. I've got, what else could I build? Aerodrome. Yeah, I think throwing this down into my capital has got to be a good thing. There's computers, by the way. We now have 6 turns until we can do walls, and 6 turns until the environment explodes. So these are going to be expensive buildings, unfortunately, but never mind. Look at this. Look at this. Of course. It's all giving me tourism. Now, what was the exact calculation that it gives me? It gives me tourism from faith. Okay, wow, that's crazy. That's no wonder I'm on 500 faith. Okay, so tourism victory-wise, we're going to start to actually get up here. I don't feel like that's what I want to win, but I'm not going to say no if I end up winning a tourism victory based on that. That would be relatively amusing. It would be an amuse-bouche. Oh, the Hermitage is done. Really late. That was way after I ended up getting flight, so is the most pointless wonder ever. But I guess I can put art in it, so that's a cool thing. Oh my lord, Civ is crashy at the moment. Oh. Hermitage has been built. A couple of slots now for great works of art, so if I can buy them on the cheap from the AI, it's a little bit of extra culture for me, and culture never goes down badly in any game, so there we go. Lovely. Electricity, 4 turns for computers, we're getting there. Right, there we go, that is the extra culture. So, ooh, 22% extra, that's not bad at all. And we can get a great merchant who gives us toys. Oh, that's very useful. Goddard is really useful as well, but toys in the meantime, that's incredibly useful. All of the immunities we can get, I'll snap up like a hungry piranha. Here we go, some toys. Extra brilliant toys. Lovely. Computers. A little bit more tourism, but more importantly, we now have access to flood barriers. 47 turns. Okay, you know what? It may be that this world is now totally lost. Should we try and get a tourism victory? I think that's probably what we're going to do. I mean, I could save my capital. It's just everything's on fire and everything's underwater. How bad is the flooding going to get? Let's just have a quick look. If we go onto the Sattler tile, yeah, a lot worse. A lot worse. I think we've got to get these flood barriers up. Oh, the next one's in 6 turns. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, right. My capital is particularly bad. I haven't met the letter this game, so they don't exist. That's not an option. We're going to have to go and do this the hard way by using military engineers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and just make sure that every single one of my cities is now making the flood barriers as needed. Some of them won't need them. Most of them will. Okay, yeah, most of them. And my capital's the worst. This thing takes 3,300 production to get going. That's so much, but as I say, military engineers, we do have a couple of places that we can produce these things from. All of my money from this point onwards is just going to go on military engineers. That's it. That's all we're going to do. In fact, actually, can my capital just make them as well? It can, so we're just going to do that, I guess. Yeah, and hope this will be enough. Oh, I finally finished the Moshka upgrades as well. So my University of Sankor City, I can now purchase in districts with faith, which is pretty handy as well. So I think we'll do that. Oil. How much oil did we pick up? Some under my unique improvement. That's not going to do very well. That one's under a unique improvement. That one is just in a random lake. And that one's under, I mean, yeah, oil's not going to be our major thing. Let's face it, it's not really going to get us there. Okay, this military engineer should finish. There we go, the sea walls in my capital. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, right, now, I'm going to rush all this stuff through, but first, let's finish the aquarium, then the industrial zone, and then I can start to repair from there. We've got a military engineer bought. I'm still building them. Down south, we're connecting everything up, and I'm going to start throwing military engineers around in a second. But for now, I'm just building railways between my major cities so that I can ferry them round. But my capital, luckily, is now sorted, which makes a huge difference. Absolutely massive difference. Okay, let's go and just make sure everything's fixed. If I move my artwork into my capital, I believe it should be themed. Yay! That's something I prepared earlier. Just a little something I had prepared earlier. Paris can really not catch a break this game. They've been pummeled with that volcano repeatedly. How's their loyalty doing? Are they just holding on? They are still holding on. Ah. How are we doing that? They've had to put the governor in, actually. So I was on -3 without a governor. That's just a little bit of a switch. Yeah, our population pressure it's getting there slowly. We still need to keep the pressure on, but it's not bad. Being able to pray canals into existence is quite a handy thing. Of all of the different abilities I've picked up this game, I like that one the most. That is awesome. It's going to be a nice +2, unless I were to put an aqueduct onto this tile, which I will. And then I can build the industrial zone. That's a nice +5. Good. And then a theatre square. Yes, 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 yes. Let's just do that. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, I can build another district as well. What should I build here? What's even better? Build a campus? Nah. Harbour? Commercial hub? Let's get a commercial hub. Look at that. And then, now that I've spent all that ridiculous amount of faith, Moksha, off you go to the next city. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everything's flooded. Again. Okay, right, well, frustratingly, this city was just about to finish its flood barrier and all of the production costs of the flood barriers have just increased even further, so that's all lovely. Here's Nabel, he gives me 100 great people points towards everyone and also advanced flight. That actually, yeah, the Admiral, that gives me 3 great Admiral, fair enough, 500 gold. So for once he was fairly useful. Goddard, we're on the way to picking him up naturally, which is great, and Schrödinger as well. I'm actually a little bit behind on science compared to my point output, so this is actually, for once, pretty decent. I've got artillery. I haven't got any oil improved just yet. I did see some oil that was in desert somewhere, though. It was only a little bit away from the things I'd already improved, so if I could pick up that oil, if I can find it, wherever it might be. I don't even know where the oil is living, to be fair. Where are you? Ah, here we go. It was here. That tile is now flooded, which isn't so good, but that's okay. We can just finish the flood barrier and get that finished because I've got artillery to build now. I can't do artillery without oil. I don't think anyone has any oil. Oh, I've just lost so many luxuries in that. It was just so much of it disappeared. Oil. Anyone got any oil they want to sell? No, no one knows what oil is. Oh dear. We appeased the gods really well though, which is good. So we have another soothsayer, which is just ridiculous with 6 charges. And now we have messenger, which is +1 charge and +2 movement. Inquisitor, +1 charge, gain stealth. And zealot, +2 charges. Okay, again, not the siege charge that I really wanted, but never mind. I just discovered Korea's lands through the military alliance, and yep, their lands are underwater as well. So it's not just me. Now, unfortunately for me, all of Korea's special campus districts, they are all on hills. So none of them are going to get flooded and Korea's science is never going to suffer. But I'm hoping, actually, you know, Greece has got the same thing, haven't you? Greece has got exactly the same thing because all of their amphitheatres are on hills as well. So yeah, we're gonna have to watch out for that, but we are winning a tourism victory slowly. I've kind of taken my eye off the ball a little bit on this one because I'm just fixing everything, but I do need to just increase the number of lakes that have been improved. 724 tourism is good, but it can get a lot better than that. A lot better than that. Oh, I've suddenly found Mexico City. Oh, useful. Regional effects stretch 3 tiles further. What's going to happen is I'm going to find the letter in a second and go, ugh, of course. Now, I have a bunch of envoys, but I could wait until we get to containment. That would involve going through ideology, and that unfortunately means that our walls won't get built as quickly to get a little bit more tourism because we'll have to lose out on the limes card, but I think all things going, it's not too bad really. I'm doing a second pass through all of my cities just to double check that all of them are building flood barriers that should be. Sometimes I'm just a little bit suspicious of whether a couple of cities escape. Yep, they are. Okay, there's a lot of flood barrier to still build. A huge amount. No matter, we will continue doing this. It'll be fine. 25 population city. Yes, that's right, it's my capital. It's doing amazingly. We finally got plastics, which means an offshore oil rig with 9 production on it. Hello, that's nice. Okay, with that little source of oil though, it's going to help us to get our next few things. We've just unlocked Spec Ops. I've also already unlocked artillery, so those are good, and tanks. So those are all things that I can build. We'll go towards inventory now and then anti-tank crew. We can get all of those things in, ready for the old god sacrifices. Yes, our favourite sacrifices. And there's Cold War. This will give us the containment card, and that will help us to progress with the aforementioned city-state, which I'm looking forward to getting hold of. Remember how I said having the Taj Mahal meant that I would get instant golden ages? Well, so far, that's turning not to be true. I have 3 turns in order to get 13 era score. Well, we've done crazier before, so let's see if we can do it. World's first flight. Now that is something that I could do. That would give me 6 era score. World's first national park is a fee. Yeah, that's 5 as well. That would be cool. A world's first mountain tunnel. Rock band concert. There's quite a few options here. I'm not going to be able to get the mountain tunnel, but I could get... No, the rock band's not going to work as well. National park, I think, is going to be the first alternative. The problem is finding enough untapped, breathtaking land that I haven't put things all over. Because I have expanded and I have populated like all of my land here to crazy levels. This would be an area though. That would be an area. Can I get myself onto this tile quickly? I can. So let's do that. And then I'll get myself a naturalist. I'll just double check there's nowhere else in my empire that's showing. No, it's not. Okay, so that's going to be some era score. We still have the options of getting a splendid harbour and a splendid holy site, as well as taking flight. So that could be an option. We'll get the aerodrome, I think. But is there an option for a holy site? No. A commercial hub? No. Harbour? This, surely. +4. I think +4 is the harbour, isn't it? Feels like a waste to put that there, but that might be the option for us. Let's just quickly get the aerodrome, like so. That's rapid deployment. And then with the gold, how much gold do I need for my plane? 1,700. I think we've got enough resources to flog. Actually, I'll keep the oil because I'll probably need that. Yeah, I do. I have enough to flog. Good. So that is the biplane. There is the world's first plane. Oh, and oil as well. Oil. Nobody had used oil up until that point, so that's cool. That's 9 era score just from building that unit. Wow. Okay, right, well, I think we should have this covered. I'm just going to keep Moksha there because I can get a harbour in my city if that is necessary. I don't think it is right now, but you never know. So let's remove this improvement, and on the last turn, bam. First national park, 5 era score. I'm actually going to build a second one whilst I'm at it, including this delicious volcano. Huzzah! That'll help to get me some decent amenities into my nation as well, so nice. That's actually how many luxuries. There's a lot of luxury. My entire nation's very luxury dependent right now. Hugely luxury dependent, but we're making do. It's fine. Modern era time. Okay, so what are we going to do in this era? Hopefully France is still in a dark age. No, they're in a normal age. How boring. America was in a dark age though, so that's quite fun. I like the idea of Heartbeat of Steam still, because I'm still building loads of wonders, and that's quite exciting for me. I have a bit of a barb problem because somebody managed to get partisans into my neighbourhood, which is a little bit frustrating, but never mind. That's one dealt with already, and the second one, well, I've got my boat that can sail all the way through now, so that's quite fun. Let's temporarily put containment instead of colonial taxes so that I can take my 4 envoys and go to Mexico City and be like, now you're 8. Yes. Perfect. That's really, really good. And then we'll just do a nice quick civic to reset, like exploration, and then we'll go from there. World Congress time. I would love the World's Fair. That sounds brilliant. I would love it if, let's say, Georgia has 1,800 points. I'm going to say that she's probably going to win that one. Let's go for ranged, giving more strength, and let's go for no luxuries on, I don't remember what it was, but lions. Let's go for lions. Why not? Lions shouldn't be hunted. They're too majestic and wonderful. No pearls. Oh yeah, pearls are boring to be fair. So that's fine. Replaceable parts. Done. Great. I've just got myself a Spec Ops in order to help myself with the next sacrifice season. We want to get ready for that. We're going to make sure I'm fashionable for it. Let's get an inventory. That'll do as well. Okay, we're stocking up on the next round now. We've got a helicopter, we've got a tank, we need a machine gun, we need an artillery, we need an anti-tank crew. It's all popping up now. Good. And professional sports. Oh yeah, that helps. How far can my privateer get? I can get all the way into the northern lakes. That's cool. Can I get over to here? Yes, I can. I can move myself over in this direction. I can get all the way over to here, and then there, and then here. Oh, that's quite far. That's quite far. There is still improvement to be had, but I'm quite impressed. Oh yeah, I can get all the way down here as well. Down to my most southern city. Oh yes, this is a fantastic canal network. Okay, needs a little bit of improvement over in this direction though, but that is not too bad. I can see that bit that needs to be fixed. So now that containment is in place, I'm just about to get stadiums. That'll help massively with our amenity problem. So liberalism, as fun as you've been, away with you. I need my traders back. My builders, I should say, public works. Those are very important. And containment, I am desperate for money again, so colonial taxes, in you come. Actually, I could also do levy en masse to give myself a little bit more gold. My income, I've got 144 gold at the moment, and 340 of that is from trade. I would be in a 200 deficit if it wasn't for my trade right now. This is the weirdest empire I've built. Like, I'm so crazy on faith and tourism because of my unique improvement, but absolutely none of it gives me any benefit with gold. So gold-wise, I am on the floor. I'm also taking so many of my trades up front that my gold income is suffering a little bit, but it means I keep getting these big bursts of gold every time I do it, and that can only be a good thing. Right, back to building builders. We've got a lot of lakes that need improving here. A lot of lakes. One of the only problems with this mod is that it keeps repeatedly getting confused between resources that I've improved and resources that I have extra. Now, at the moment, you can see there is a little bit of duplicate. It's got the chocolate and it's got the sugar in both aspects, so I can legitimately sell that and it's not a problem. But the rest of it, like these extra ones, that one marble, if I sold it, I would actually lose the combat bonus from being Aztec. There is a little bit of a mix-up in maybe the coding or between something where the game is getting a little bit confused as to what is a good district and what is an improved luxury and what isn't. That's the only thing I've spotted so far, which for a mod that changes the Aztecs so heavily, that's pretty good going, to be fair. Like, I'll take it. It's been really fun. This version of Aztec, like, so much more fun than the regular one. This unique, I mean, obviously, right, I get the fact that these lake tiles are even better than normal. I totally understand that because I've got a map that is playing on that quite heavily, but you don't even need a map of this size or quality. Any map with ocean, you could do this as well. Sure, they wouldn't be quite as good, but they'd still be pretty good. Professional sports, stadium time. It's stadium time, okie dokie. Oh, I also stole Buffalo. Great, and Detroit is next up. Oh, America. Dear, oh dear, you're losing all of your fringe cities to me. In fact, oh, Korea's losing one to me as well. Oh dear, oh dear. What a shame. What a shame it is. Well, let's treat my capital to the aquatic centre immediately. Kasploosh for Era score. 5 amenities. Just delight all round. A beautiful, beautiful thing. So there is the spec ops. There is the inventory. All I need to do now is pick up the anti-tank crew. That's one more in my little list of a gloriousness. Where are you? There you are. Fantastic. Nope, that's the wrong symbol. That's the one I want. Artillery. Did I really not build any artillery? I just keep getting round to doing it and I keep forgetting. There we go. There is some artillery. Okay, we're about to unlock machine guns. Tanks, that's the next one I need to do as well. I knew I had some more to do. Machine guns can now be bought or upgraded if I've already got the relevant units, but I'd rather just actually produce it from scratch, thinking about it. If I wait till next turn, I can pray in an army, and that'll just give my cities the maximum health they could, or the maximum damage they could, which would be awesome. Trade route to Korea. My capital can now actually stretch its trade routes pretty far, which is awesome. A couple of my old trade routes are now coming up for renewal, so they're all going to go from my capital, and I'm now starting to stretch out a little bit more. Perfect. Okay, cultural heritage done. Environmentalism is up next, and then I'm going to go for social media. There's Mexico City, by the way. That's going to give me a lot more immunities. A huge amount more. What that does is basically turns all of my districts that provide amenities into sort of bigger ranged versions of themselves. So my capital, for instance, the buildings in my aquatic centre, or my water park, would normally reach 9 tiles, so that is all of these cities, but now with the +3 radius they stretch all the way out here and get even more cities, so it's a bunch more amenities to everyone in range. There's the machine gun army, my first army as well, so it all helps. All of my cities have a good, is it like 102 range strength now? Yes it is. Oh, you ever realise that your brain is full of really, really random facts that are absolutely blocking useful information that would be ordinarily getting you through life? Sometimes I feel like that. Remembering that a machine gun army hits with 102 strength, that feels like one of those facts. Like, exactly. I'm curious, have you got any other random facts in your head that you just remember for whatever reason, be it like some random Pokemon evolution level, or some random fact about a place you used to live that you're absolutely no idea why you like retain that information at all? There's no reason you do, but somehow you do. And you sort of look at yourself and go, huh, it's weird. It's like, I haven't lived in London for 2 years now, and for whatever reason, I still remember certain tube lines and certain tube connections. I know exactly which end of the train to get on certain platforms so that the doors line up with the exits. Saves me approximately like 10 seconds of time, but it's just retained in my brain and I have no idea why. It's really weird. There is Bolshoi, which gives me 2 randomly chosen 3 civics. I don't think I missed too many, but normally Bolshoi will pick you up either the civic that gives you the faith government or the exploration government. Those are the 2, or even naval tactics if you missed that one. Those are the typical things. So there's Reformed Church, as expected. Nuclear program, huh? Actually, nuclear program is fairly interesting. Okay, fine, I'll forgive it this time, but still. Oh god, my gold is absolutely just disappearing. Ugh. Quickly, everyone back in. I need gold per turn now. That's what I need. Desperately need gold per turn. Oh, everyone's bought everything. That's the problem. Nobody wants to fleece or buy any of my fleeced goods. 1 tank and 1 helicopter. Oh, we are too many units of the same class. Okay, let's just move this one out and I should be able to buy the helicopter as well. Perfect. My first unit with aluminium as well. Not that it's very interesting, but I get the era scores. There's the helicopter, there's the tank. Okay, so modern armor, modern infantry, modern rocket artillery, modern anti-tank. There's a lot of modern things we need. It's making a point that all of these are modern units. I think composites is going to be the next thing. Modern armor and modern anti-tank, all in the same, and then we'll go for rocket artillery. Then we'll go for mechanized infantry, and finally, for giant death robots. Finished a lovely stadium in this city. That's awesome. We've got some good cities, really. The Americana, that's even better. Yes, 15 turns on that one. I'm sure we can rush that through with an engineer if one appears. Alto? Alto, nobody wants Alto. Nobody really wants Alto, do they? Let's be honest. Environmentalism. We are now catching up good. We can't win too quickly. That is the only problem, because I do need to sacrifice some more units to the old gods. So, you know, winning the game is important, but making sure that the old gods are happy, that's what really gets me going. Did you say emergencies? So Ethiopia and America are now at war with Zulu, as well as France. Oh, Zulu, you are making sure that the world is deeply distracted at the moment, and I like that. I like that. That's a weirdly good ally for me. Now, you don't realise you're an ally for me, but you are very much an ally for me right now, and I enjoy it. Oops. You know, sometimes you do something and you're like, yep, I forgot to do that. What I did was forget to get enough gold to not make myself bankrupt, but actually we can abuse the fact that Teddy has just offered me a deal by basically selling him enough here. I think if I just take 120 gold, that should give me enough, there we go, to not go into bankruptcy. Now we'll see if that works, because he offered that to me between turns, and I believe it calculates when it rolls the turn over. Let's just double check. Yep, I am not bankrupt. That was sneaky. But I'll take it. Oh dear. I'm intrigued to see if we're going to be able to win this game before the world begins to tumble with asteroids. Don't forget, when we get to Climate Change 7, the apocalypse begins, and it begins to get a bit nasty very quickly. I'm actually building seaports and things at the moment, which is handy, so fingers crossed we'll get some gold from buildings like that, but at the moment, we're just holding in. Holding in, that's all we're doing. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. So I can now build Kilwa, because when the tiles submerge permanently, they turn into coast, and this map that just had lakes, there we go, we've now got the option to make Kilwa. Now the thing is, as I imagine, now that that's happened, the AI will be making it absolutely everywhere. Maybe. Nope, they are not. That's insane. Oh, if we can sneak Kilwa out, that would be awesome. Really cool. That's Korea City, and again, I keep it. Ooh, okay, perfect. Flood barriers, I guess. 81 turns, that's only 2,000 production needed on that one, so barely anything, really. when you think about it. The good thing for me is that every time Greece gets above 500 culture, the world seems to flood again, and every time it does, they take a big hit because all of their land is totally uncovered. The only person that I think has unlocked computers was me. Korea is next up, then Australia, but the rest of the world is lagging behind a little bit. And if we have a look at where computers is, it is just me, Curtin, and Korea. Yeah, so nobody else has quite got that far. So basically, flooding is the way that we're winning this game. We're just stopping anybody else from doing anything useful. It's quite good, really. Oh, and before I forget, there is a modern anti-tank, and there is a modern armor. So that's 2 more for my thing. Where are you? Modern armor, done. Modern anti-tank, done. We're now working on rocket artillery, and then it's just modern inventory, which we're getting in a few turns after that, and then the giant death robot. And hopefully, the game will give us an opportunity to sacrifice these all to the old god before we win. I might have to just sort of somehow peg myself back if that doesn't happen. Not entirely sure how that will work. I might just have to sort of plead in front of the old god and hope that they don't just kill me. Oh, Kilbur was built. I knew it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I bet the computer does that. I bet they do. Oh, Detroit. I'm picking up more and more cities here. Luckily, all of my cities are ecstatic, so that's all good. We are starting to rush towards this victory now, so what I'm going to do is, even though I've got social media, I'm not going to put online communities in immediately. We're just going to hold for a second. I want to drag this game out for as long as we need to in order to be able to sacrifice all of my troops. It's very important I do that. Very important indeed. That's another load of flooding. This time it was Coastal Lowland 3 that flooded. Oh dear, America, look at all that. You've just lost basically half of your land tiles. That's a shame. Incans as well. Oh, we should have gone higher up into the mountains, friends. Greece. Yeah, I'm sure Greece is pretty much turning into the island state that it was always meant to be, so that's all fine. Oh, look at my deals. It's now minus 127 per turn. Lovely. Got my own writer now. It's quite fun when these things appear. I like it when you start to stack up on a certain type of great work. Look at all these landscapes. It doesn't matter how many landscapes I get now, they'll always be pretty much automatically themed. Apart from this one, which I ended up dumping 2 of the same one into the same city, and now they're locked for another 8 turns. But ignoring my incompetence, it's pretty cool. 11 turns into the next phase of the flooding of the world, I guess you could call it. Nice. Also, look how spread my tourism is. I don't think a single tile has more than like 6 tourists, which is this theatre square over there. Everything else, oh no, 12, sorry, but the one in my capital does. Okay, well there we go, I lied, but still, that's pretty cool nonetheless. Let's go near future governance. Again, we're ignoring all of the governments because we're going culture victory today, and you don't want the diplomatic penalty from being in a different government from everybody else. Now that we're past near future governance, I'm going to look for the Hallyu card, which I believe, yeah, information warfare's got more of a chance of finding it, so we'll pick that up quickly. Eiffel Tower, I built it because I like the look of it, and also I do have a couple of national parks. It's getting a little bit more appeal, just makes those a bit better. Actually, I've got seaside resorts as well, so double bonus. I'll take it. Also, it's very pretty. I just love when the lights turn on. It's like, boom. Korolev gives me space race projects. Cool. Well, I guess getting him stops anybody else from getting him. I'm just waiting for Stamford to come through, and I'm going to just leap on this and see if we can get a merchant that gives us extra tourism. Maracana. 2 amenities in every city, as well as 6 culture in every city. It's the wonder that makes the game. It's the wonder that makes you think, wow, why didn't I build more car parks in my nation before this point? All of these things that make you question. Oh, this is quite a nice little assortment. I just made that theatre square next to it. Very good. Like, totally accidentally. What's that on now? Only +3. It's not as good as I thought it would be. Never mind. There is Hallyu. Okay, we could get global warming mitigation, but I don't really want to mitigate it because I'm quite enjoying watching the world sink. It's, as we like to call it, not my problem. I have, by the way, now bought every single unit apart from a giant death robot. It's the only one I'm waiting on now, and I believe I'm only a couple of techs away from getting it. Yeah, literally a couple of techs away from getting it, so almost. So there is Schrödinger. I believe I might get 1 whole boost from him if I'm lucky. If I'm really lucky. Let's give him pop, nuclear fusion. Oh no, telecommunications, stealth tech. Oh, loads of boosts. loads of boosts from him. Margaret Mead is up next, but I don't need her right now. She's fine. I'm up to 2,000 tourism per turn. I kind of almost want to stop making it now. In fact, I think I probably will. Oh, as tempting as it is, I'm just going to get my builders to stop doing anything just for the moment and just wait. We're going to crunch some turns forward. This is how many builders I had just going around, lurking around. I want to get the next sacrifice season. It's just all I want to do in this game. I've got so many units I want to just pour into this volcano. What volcano is it? It's just this one. I think this one's got about 30 units trapped at the bottom of it. Just the sort of pulped, incinerated mass of them all. We won the World's Fair. Okay, cool. I forgot all about that. I was in it apparently. That's fine. Merchant. Oh no, hang on. Merchants just... I think I just missed a merchant. Or we just missed 3 merchants on the same turn. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, well, Breedlove got taken literally the turn... Oh, that's so annoying when that happens. I guess we get Bent though, so she is the alternate. We got one of the two, but that's so annoying when that happens. Never mind. I think, again, we're going to vote for Georgia to win. I quite like that as an option because I don't think she was doing particularly well. I'd love it if I get less grievances towards France again, and I'd love it if it's unavailable to neutralise governors because that one is the worst. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. It's probably going to go through anyway. Yeah, it's going to go through it, and probably what I've done is now guaranteed that it is the one that goes through with an increase in ability. Steel Tech Boost. Oh no, that's actually fine. That's fine. Perfect. Okay, so robotics is now up. The world has just flooded. The last set of coastal tiles have gone. I think that's 2 permanently flooded and now 10 turns away from meteors. Scary stuff. Look at America. Everything has just been cleaned. All of their improvements are gone. The animation's not quite there. We can't really see the sunken territory. I might reload the game and just see if we can get that to work. Oh, it's all kicking off now. Look at this. Robotics is done. My spy has renewed a mission and appease the gods has happened all at the same time as all of my alliances expire. Good and bad in all the fronts. Now, what will happen now is what we call the cull. First of all, we're going to sacrifice an inventory, followed up by a modern inventory. We're then going to get an artillery sacrificed, followed by what should be a rocket artillery somewhere. Did I even buy that? I don't think I bought that. Did I not buy that? No, it says I bought it. Where's it gone? Well, at any rate, inventory, mechanized inventory, I don't know what's going on these days, and artillery. Those were all sacrificed. And then I'll just do the spec ops quickly because I saw you. There you are. There you are, you little cheeky so-and-so. Okay, so that is looking good. Now we just need to save up the gold to get a giant death ribbon, and we can start actually now. I'm just going to go through and actually give everyone the friendships they want. Although, actually, look at this. Now nobody's going to want the friendship because we're right on the verge of winning. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to ignore the friendships and just get open borders of everybody because it's that sort of game. Don't you love it when the AI is just like really petty, like every single one? This is like revenge for all of the trade deals that I take advantage of with the AI. Every single one, they just want like a little bit of gold from me, here and there. Just a little bit of just a friendly little like squifter on the end of their wallet. Nom 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 nom. And what will happen is as soon as I've ended the turn, they'll be like, oh, do you want to be friends? You should have just asked. I would have been friends with you if you just asked. And I'm like, no, don't even joke. I'm just not in the mood. Not in the mood. Okay, right, perfect. Open borders have all been done. And we've now also got our merchant to give ourselves extra 25% tourism from trade routes. And I'm just going to get into here, pay the gold, pay them the damn gold, and get myself, where is it? Online communities. Give myself a little bit more tourism on that front as well. There we go. We finally actually bought enough, so we should be able to get... Where is a giant death robot? Da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm not even going to bother putting a name on it because we all know that it means nothing to me. I will kill it. It'll be a sacrifice and nothing else. So does it really matter what else we do? No, not really. So we'll just kind of ignore it all. Told you. I don't want friendship. Oh, but I do. Oh, for God's sake. This is literally, the turn processing is just going to be One after another, they're all going to come in. Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend? You've earned my respect. Do you want to be my friend? Oh, for goodness sake. What's the point? What's the point? Maybe they know. They know there's no way they're ever going to win against me. So they're like, yeah, go on, man. We'll be friends. Anyway, our culture's going up a bit quicker now. Now that we've actually taken the brakes off and we're like, yeah, go on then. Teddy's now getting 4,413 per turn lobbed in his direction. Wild lobbing. I've also just spent a load of faith on stuff, so that's cool. So first of all, we've got the helicopter. Then it was the tank and the modern armor. So where is the tank? Here's the tank. Sometimes you just can't see them and you're like, oh bugger, did I mess this up? No, no messing up. There's the modern armor gone, and the machine gun is next. Where are you? Oh yes, that's right. It was an army. Oh well, you better appreciate this sacrifice. That's a big one. Next up, rocket artillery, anti-tank, and modern anti-tank. Okie dokie. So rocket artillery, I never actually got around to building, which is a bit ridiculous, so I guess we'll just have to do that. Not enough faith accumulated to buy it? Really? Oh, fine. I guess I'll just have to sell some money and buy it the old-fashioned way. Shall I be worried that I'm selling this much uranium to people? Like, Canada seemed to really like that. He was like, yum. Oh well. In the meantime, I guess we can do the anti-tank crew as well as the modern anti-tank. So those two are now done. Yes and yes. So rocket artillery, in you come to the volcano, and finally we end on the giant death robot. Wazam! Ah, yes. Oh, yes, we did it. We did it. We got all of them. You know the worrying thing is people were like, oh, you should do that because then you can get the achievement, you fools. I already had that achievement, sacrificing a giant death robot as an, to a volcano. Because as soon as Apocalypse Mode came out right at the beginning, what do you think the first thing I did was? Why would you not? Oh, it makes no sense. Come on, people, come on. I guess we can probably just, actually win the game now. So, should we send some actual people out to go and do this? Some rock bands? You know what? What I might do, I'm not friends with, France at all, am I? Can't actually release something right in the middle of their territory, but I could release something close to their territory. Intriguing, intriguing. I'm going to go and use my soothsayers on someone. Yep, I think it's got to be France, isn't it? Onwards! Onwards, oh members of Sooth. Oh no, France. No, no, we were never friends. We were never friends. I don't know why I took such a hostile position against France this entire time. I just got greedy, looking at their cities on the border going, nom 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 nom. Give them to me. Give them to me. Uh-oh.
When we look up at them, you can never...
Everything flooded again. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, if you wanted to know how much of the empires are left other than myself, Ethiopia's having a lush time. They're loving life at the moment because of this delightful high ground policy they've got. But people like America, not so good. Do you reckon it's okay? It's too late to be building renewable energy now? No? No? Oh dear. Uh-oh. We've entered the atomic era and the screen is flashing now. It's really flashing now. What do we mean to intimidate you with force? No, no. Not force. Just with death magic. Death magic. Oh, there was a comet strike. It was unrevealed. Oh, how boring. I want to see the comets. Okay, it wasn't anywhere near me. That's, I guess, the good thing. But, I mean, honestly, who knows? Also, nobody is going to beat me at appeasing the gods. I put a giant death robot into it. Look at this. It's just gorgeous. Oh, what an achievement. What a run. Also, wish you were here. Now I have even more tourism. Huzzah! Oh, Boston's on the way as well. What's the bet? What's the bet that Boston is the first one to get hit? That's what I think. Oh, and Paris has fallen as well. That's with one of the libraries. Is that the Great Library? Looks like it might be. Yeah, it is the Great Library. Oh, France. Oh, dear, that's your capital. Oh, no. Oh, and Ambrose is now going as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 3 population dead. 3 population dead. That's, oh. I don't know who that was. Someone was stood on that towel. Oh dear. Okay, luckily it only took an edge out of my empire. But again, 9 population lost from Detroit when that happened. We're just going to turn our backs on that one and go, whoop, nothing to see here. Also, there's a Ursa stood by a volcano, so sorry. Bam. Didn't show me a cool animation, but you'll have to just imagine that the horse is now on fire, going, why? Why? That is, of course, how horses talk, if you had ever, you know, wondered. I never actually ended up using my unique governor very much. I like the idea behind a lot of his stuff, but I feel like the abilities could be a lot better for how many governors you need to throw into him. Like, they need to be really game-changing. I don't know. It just seems to be a little bit underpowered for how many governors you need to get to the bottom of the tree. Oh, Athens. Did Athens just get hit? Oh my goodness, if it did. Oh, it did. Oh, Athens, that's a bad one. Devastating 4 tiles. Yep. Oh dear, what a shame. What a shame. Also, unfortunately, what has happened now is that the game keeps crashing at turn 251. I don't know what's going on, but this is about the 4th time it's done it. I cannot get further than this point. It is very frustrating. Yep, so we've hit a bit of a soft wall here. I don't know if it's the mod, the size of the map, or the fact that now comets are striking. We can take joy in the fact that Athens has been decimated. That's fun. Nothing else needs to happen, really. And we can look at just our gorgeous lake empire. It's beautiful. It's everything we ever wanted it to be. And more. In fact, we've even got border lakes now that we weren't even working. Oh, that could be made even better. I've got a lovely 23 pop city here, 23 pop city here, 31 pop, and it's not even close to its housing or amenity cap. That's the mad thing. And yes, I know we didn't see the culture victory screen, but look, we were pretty much there, and no one else is anywhere near any other sort of victory. I was actually winning a science victory with 69. Haha, nice. Well, there you go. What better place to leave it? It's frustrating. I would have liked to have seen the victory screen, but genuinely, I've tried loading this up about 6 times now, and for whatever reason, it is kicking off, and every time I try and end turn, it's not happy. It just crashes. And there we go. So you're just going to have to assume that we won. Remember, come and find the mods on the map on Discord if you want to play with them. And thank you for watching this. Remember, I do have a tip jar if you fancy throwing a little bit of spare change my way. I do need excessively large amounts of coffee and tea to get through these playthroughs because I burn such intense intelligence on these very, very difficult strategies. Look at these things. Look at this. It's beautiful. What a playthrough. This is what you're paying tea and coffee for. This is why I need to be kept out of trouble playing these games continually so I can be filling up imaginary lakes with green sort of pill things. What a beautiful game. I really enjoyed this. Go and have a go on this one. Even if you don't play this map, it's worth playing this style of map. Maybe a bit smaller if your computer can't handle it. Really worth it. Hope you're enjoying the A to Z as well. Next up is a bit of a doozy. But until we play that game, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Glorious Petra, Davalex, Dayboy91, Skeptical Bear, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brown Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Nim, Emir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiature, and Private Selection Genoa Salami for all of your support. Thanks everybody!